question on that, Vanessa. So you mentioned you had a very short period of time to pivot and of course look after your employees and of course your incubatees as well. So now that you're already rolling out this pivotal ideas, what do you think is the benefit, of course, of your incubatees right now? As you mentioned, you have about 100 plus, no, of food vendors that you support through Mercato Central. What do you think is the biggest gain that they're having right now, after you made the big decision that you guys won't close? There's a way. There's still a way. How are you seeing the benefits currently?
Well, first and foremost, I think they're very thankful that we found a way, we found an online platform for them to continue their business. It brings a smile on their face to finally start cooking again. You know, they used to be so tired cooking every week, every day in, day out to join all the markets. And then when there was a halt, that also affected their their bottom lines. No? So first off, they're very happy with this, and little by little, they're also more and more of them are joining on board. At first, there were only a few. They didn't. A lot of them also didn't think it was going to be okay to join this, but little by little, they're starting to come on board. And in fact, we're getting even new vendors that was not even in Mercato before. So it's amazing, and this cloud kitchen is actually allowing us to explore to even non-cooked food like fresh produce, fresh meat, fresh seafoods, and fresh fruits are also trying to get on board to find a way to be part of this online delivery system. And so we're very happy about helping them with that. And I'd like to end this question by saying that the two things that I think they're getting a lot of benefit from is what I learned from our marketing lead generations partner. He told us that in times of crisis, because he reviewed a lot of crisis in the past, and he said that the companies that really made it through are those that did not forget two aspects of their company. Number one is marketing. And you know, right now, it's 50% off to do Facebook ads. And I think this is the time to ride that wave because you get the optimal exposure. Everybody's online. You know, they're not at work, they're not anywhere else. They're either on Netflix or online. So you catch that maximum wave for marketing. And number two is sales. Don't forget your sales. And in our case, our number one, we have two customers now, B2B and B2C. Our B2B, business to business, is us to our vendors who are also into a business. And B2C is us business to our customers. Yeah. So our number one customers that we also take care of, first and foremost, are our vendors. So by launching this delivery system, this cloud kitchen, we're not forgetting about our company's sales. So those are the two things, the two benefits I think that they are gaining from this by joining the cloud kitchen, because we continuously market them in our online platforms. At the same time, they're able to create sales in their businesses, and vice versa for us.
Okay, so Vanessa, for like before the last question, for food entrepreneurs who want to join Mercato Central, like how do they get hold of you? Like how do they join this program?
Okay, so we have vendor recruitment and vendor relations managers. I can maybe flash their numbers on the screen if necessary. Yeah. But just to make it easier, they can log on to our Facebook and our Instagram account. It's Mercato Central, and yeah, the numbers should be there. Okay. And that's the best way. You know, I love social media because it's free. And anyone can do it, and you can get a hold of the company the best way that way. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe for our last question, like what are the insights that you've gotten or realized, or any learnings that you've gotten from the past weeks because of this crisis that you can share to women entrepreneurs in Asia?
And also maybe specifically also for those in the food industry, that's
Yeah,
probably, sitting in their rooms, trying to
wondering
figure
what to do.
out, yeah, my store is closed, what can I do, and how can I do it? Yeah.
I think the number one thing I learned throughout this crisis is to have empathy first and foremost. I think you have to take care of your team first and foremost, because without your team, you cannot launch anything. But luckily, if you're a one man, one woman show, you have your own small restaurant, you cook yourself, you market it yourself, then I'd say take care of yourself. But if you do have a team, like in our case, we have a team of over 50. First and foremost is you have to take care of them. You have to also consider that due to the changes, there are a lot of changes. Like as mothers, we have to homeschool our children now because
True.
there are no schools, there are no teachers, so we have to do that, and that takes up a lot of time. So their workload is also curtailed for your female employees. So you also have to consider, okay, what is the new normal when it comes to work from home? For example, that's it's not anymore 9 to 5 because at 5 o'clock they don't pack their bags and go home. They are already home, and so you have to consider daily deadlines. That's how I do it with my team now. And I understand they have to cook now, they have to clean, they have to do all sorts of things. So it's now, you could be working while exercising, you could be working while in bed. But if it's a daily deadline, you submit that within the day, within a certain hour. And for us, that's 9 o'clock for us in our company. So you first and foremost, you have to I think one of the things I learned is that, and one of the people I actually look up to is the lady Prime Minister of New Zealand. And I
Yeah,
remember
actually.
seeing, yes, I remember seeing this article and I shared it also.
Yeah.
Uh, the countries now that are bouncing back fast
Quick.
from this coronavirus are led by women.
Yeah.
Correct.
Their presidents and prime ministers are actually women. So, and I think empathy has a lot to do with it. Like in our case, also, if I'm going to declare partial salary for my people down to my janitors, then I too will have partial salary equal to them.
Yeah.
If it's one half, then mine is also one half. If it's 2/3, then mine is also 2/3. And I think your team will see that, and all the more they'll have gusto to work,
True.
gusto to build the company. And like in our case, when funds are going low, okay, guys, we have to sell our inventory, and that will be the basis of our salary. It was a unity call. Everybody chipped in. There was also a repurposing. I also learned that you can repurpose your entire team. Our finance bookkeeper, she's now selling also
Mm.
because guys were already in survival mode here.
Mm-mm.
So it's also repurposing your team, repurposing everyone, and repurposing myself. I'm now doing, all 4 or 5 departments as well, and not just focusing, say, on operations and finance. Now we're dabbling a lot in innovation, something like that. So, but first and foremost, this is all tied up to empathy, I think, and putting yourself in your team's shoes. Really, that's how it is, and having that motherly instinct that like as a mother, as a head of our household, consider we're very detailed. We consider small things, and then you just apply that to your organization because you
Yeah.
care about your home. Hence, you should care about you can care about your organization in the same wavelength. Did I answer the question?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
si Ate naman ko, I tend to babble talaga.
No, we definitely learned a lot, and thank you, Vanessa, for making time. We really do hope that with this program, a lot of female entrepreneurs would take note and learn from this. And yeah, we're really privileged to have you on the program. I know we know Ginger and I really know how precious your time is. So yeah, thank you for making time for us. And if there's anything that you want to share with the audience right now, like you mentioned before, please feel free. We'll also
Okay.
add, yes.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to share some of our programs because it might help you
Yes,
at the same
please.
time help our
Mhm.
organization. So what we did now is we pivoted from a night market to a morning fresh produce market. So this is in collaboration with Bonifacio Global City. Instead of having over 50 vendors in our market, due to social distancing, we can only have 16 vendors, 1 6. So 4 vendors each. We're actually looking for them consistently because there's
Okay.
also some taking turns and second waves or every other day schedule. Since our morning fresh produce market runs daily from 8 to 12, you actually, if you're selling something, if you not just cooked food but fresh produce, you can actually join our market. So we're looking for 4 meats, 4 seafoods, 4 vegetables, and 4 fruit vendors
Nice.
on a yeah, and on a rotational
Rotation.
basis. And hopefully, we will also bring this to different cities like Makati, Pasig, and I know there's also clamor in Manila, the Greater Manila. So hopefully, we'll work through that and then also create open this in different townships like the townships of Mega World, DMCI. We'll see wherever a lot of residents are staying. This is our small way of servicing the residential community because we all know that you're stuck at home
Yes.
and you need fresh produce as your essential ingredient for your home. Another thing we're currently working on is, and one of the things that I got inspired by is Jollibee when they launched their stay-at-home campaign.
Yeah.
They sell their their
Chicken
Fried
joints.
chicken
chicken.
joints,
Chicken
and
joints.
you're the
Joy.
one who cooks it at home.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting because when they launched this, actually what they did was they're just simply selling their inventory.
Yeah.
And so I figured, hey, Jollibee is gigantic. I'm small, but this is something I can also do, and it can help give salaries to my people. So we started that. We actually have a lot of soft drinks on inventory and water, so we started selling them in different villages. I know what's big now are community
Yeah.
Viber groups. So we started selling them there as well. And so you can also have your soft drinks and your water delivered to you, delivered at your doorstep without having to go out to supermarkets to line up.
Mm.
So it's a vice versa help for both of us. What else? Oh, okay. So the cloud kitchen we mentioned for those food
Mhm.
cooked food. You don't have to be a former Mercato vendor to join this. We welcome others. Of course, we have to vet you. We still undergo the same procedure, the same process of
Right.
having taste tests of
Yeah.
your food. And then if it passes our criteria, then you get to be part of the Mercato Cloud Kitchen. Sorry, going back to the fresh produce market, same procedure. There's also a screen test procedure. Wherein, for example, we don't just sell meats and seafoods like palenque style.
Mm-hmm.
It's out there bloody. In VGC Mercato, we are very strict when it comes to cleanliness and
Yeah.
safety. Safety and cleanliness is our number 1 priority right now. So they
Mhm.
have to be cleaned and individually packed. Some are frozen packed and individually sold. So cleanliness is truly observed. Of course, the produce as well. We take a look at where the farms are from and things like that. And I'm happy to say that I think all of our produce, vegetable and fruit produce are locally produced.
Nice.
And so in a way, we're also helping, like
Wow.
Agrea, we're helping them, the
Mhm.
Benguet farmers. So we're very happy that they're on board because in our own small way, we're also helping local produce, local farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly, watch out for this. We are doing, we're tying up with Mini Mart. I'm not
Okay.
sure if I can announce it. Sige na, I'll announce. We are tying up with Family Mart. We will, across the nation, well, no, well, starting with Metro Manila first, we are going to create Family Marts as our pickup points for cooked food as
Wow.
well as our fresh produce. So watch out for that. That's in the pipeline. We are doing the concept proposal right now, and
Yeah.
pretty soon we will have that at your service.
Wow.
All
A lot
right.
of ideas and a lot of things going on, Vanessa.
It was all because of Holy Week. We
Yeah.
prayed. We really thought about who are we,
Yeah.
what is our purpose, what is our very core. Let's stick to that, but pivot nonetheless.
Yeah.
Pivot in conformity to the new normal, in conformity to this crisis. How can we serve, continue to serve? Because who is Mercato? Why do we exist? And the answer to that is we're really here to help small food entrepreneurs.
That's
We're
true.
really here to, it's a service company that helps build other entrepreneurs. And
Yeah.
so by putting this fresh produce market, by putting up this mobile mercato and this cloud kitchen, we never left that
Yeah.
idea of that we are an incubator. But at the same time, we had to pivot in such a way that it's available online, available via delivery, uh, in conformity to this COVID crisis.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Vanessa. We definitely learned a lot, and we're excited to release this video so that other female entrepreneurs could learn from it as well. So, in behalf of Startup Women Connect Asia, thank you very much. And to our viewers out there, once again, this is She Speaks. It's a regular webisode of Startup Women Connect Asia where you can network and connect with female entrepreneurs across Asia. To stay in tune for our next female entrepreneur speakers, you may follow us on social media channels showing on your screens right now and visit us at www.startupwomenconnect.asia.